How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I'm here bringing you guys my top 10 fantasy football running backs for the 2023 NFL season. Now, we do have a couple of iffy hits, so we're going to have 12 in this video, but let's dive right into this. Before we do, I want to ask you guys a question. Who are you planning to draft for your running back in fantasy this year? I want to hear who all you guys are picking. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know in the comments below, and let's just dive right into the list. So we're going to start off with our two honorable mentions, the first of which going to be Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants. The only reason I don't have him on the official list is that everything is up in the air for him right now. He is a really good back. He is one of the top 5 backs in the league, easily, hands down. But my problem with him right now is that there is a very good chance that he might be holding out for at least the first couple of weeks, as he is waiting on a new good contract from the New York Giants. Otherwise, I would put him in definitely top 3, top 4, but I just can't do that in good faith because I don't know if he's going to be playing this season, and I don't think I target him this year. Joining him on this list of honorable mentions, we also have the Las Vegas Raiders running back Josh Jacobs. Under the same situation, there's a chance that he's not going to play. He's not really, I like what he can do. I'm just not sold that he's going to be playing this whole season. I mean, there's already been concerns about him possibly holding out. I haven't seen anything saying that he's definitely going to play. So because of that, I would obviously have him once again top 5. I just can't say that for sure because I don't know if he's going to play this year or not. Or if he will, I don't know how many games he's going to play this year. That's going to bring us to number 10 on this list. We have the Los Angeles Chargers running back Austin Ekeler. Ekeler is a really good premier back. The only reason I have him at 10 on this list is because, yes, he's going to get a lot of volume of carries, but I think his impact in the receiving game might be taken down a notch, as the Chargers did add some receiving targets through the draft. They added one of the top wide receivers on top of who they already got. I just think that he's going to take a little bit of a hit from the receiving game, so Austin Ekeler is not going to be as much of a receiving threat. He's going to be more of a running threat, so I just got to say, because he ain't going to be getting the points per reception, I cannot fully say he is the best. Number 9, I have the Tennessee Titans running back Derrick Henry. Shoot me if you think this is low. I just think Derrick Henry, he is going to be the guy on that team, as Tennessee doesn't really have any good options. But at the same time, Derrick Henry, I really feel, is well past his prime. He is still going to be a serviceable back, but he is not going to be your in there consistently tanking hits every game, 100 yards a game. You know, I just don't see that out of Derrick Henry this year. He's on this list because I think he's the only option the Titans have. I'm just not sold on how good he's going to be this year. At number 8, I have the Detroit Lions running back Jamir Gibbs. I really think that in hindsight, after seeing that the Lions got rid of DeAndre Swift, I do think Jamir Gibbs was an upgrade at that position, and I think that given the situation of the Lions offense, they're going to be a bit more run heavy this year. You're going to have Jared Goff as well with a couple of good receivers like Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I do think the Lions running game will be solid this year as well. And throw in the fact that Jamir Gibbs could very well be a rookie dual threat runner between running and receiving. I just think that he is going to be a very solid back for fantasy. At number 7, I have the Washington Commanders running back Bijan Robinson, purely because Washington doesn't really have a good quarterback situation, meaning that they are likely going to be a very run-heavy offense. A very run-heavy, very lateral motion offense with a young quarterback in Sam Howell, who is not as experienced. I know you got Scary Terry on that roster. You have another solid receiver on there. But I just think they're going to be a very run-heavy offense under Sam Howell this year. And Robinson showed some flashes last year. Whenever he made his return to the field, he was looking really good down the stretch for the Commanders. At number 6, I have the Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. This guy is the lifeblood of this offense, but remember, they do have Michael Pittman on that roster as well. And with Anthony Richardson being a dual-threat quarterback with the ability to have the legs to run, I'm not sold 1,000% that he is going to be the only runner, but he is very well going to be a good runner on a team that is built around a flashy offense like that. And, you know, it's Jonathan Taylor. You can't disrespect Taylor too much. At number 5, I have Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns, as Chubb really has been a consistent back. He hasn't really been too flashy like he's the one everyone knows, but he has very well been a back that is consistent. He is your guy game in and game out, play in, play out. He is going to be the guy running the ball for the Browns. And whenever you have an offense that doesn't really seem to have much else going offensively, other than Amari Cooper, you don't really have another receiver too. You got Njoku, who's a solid tight end, but I just think that the run game is going to be critical for the Browns this year. And with Deshaun Watson not looking the way he used to in Houston, I can see them relying a lot more on Nick Chubb this year. At number 4, I have the Dallas Cowboys running back Tony Pollard, as Pollard was one of the big three last year alongside Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley. But Tony Pollard did sign his franchise tag, and he will be playing this year. There is absolutely no concerns on that. I do think Tony Pollard takes a little bit of a step back this year, but not much. Not much at all. This guy is still going to be a top 5 runner in the league. He's a very safe bet to draft if you're looking to draft a running back and you're not sure who to go for. I would definitely, if you're wanting one of the top running backs, I would go Tony Pollard, hands down. He is going to be a solid runner, and Prescott can hit him on the outsides a little bit. You do have a couple of good receivers that are going to be competing for targets, but I do think that overall Pollard is going to be one of the best fantasy backs this year. At number 3, I have the Atlanta Falcons running back Bijan Robinson. Now, call me insane for putting him this high on the list, but who else does Atlanta have? You got Kyle Pitts, you got Drake London, but your quarterback situation is with a second-year quarterback who only started half of the year last year in Desmond Ridder. So I really think this offense is going to be on the lifeblood of the running game. You're going to have Ridder trying to throw a little bit shorter passes, so you're not going to be going deep down as much to Drake London. London has an ability to have a breakout year, but I think Bijan Robinson, I don't know why I'm going anywhere else, but Bijan Robinson really does look like he can be a solid back in fantasy this year, because he's going to be the lifeblood of that Falcons offense, if you have. At number 2, call me insane, but I got Naji Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee has been a very solid he's been a very great running back in his career thus far. And pair that with the fact this offense is primed, absolutely primed, to make a huge jump this year from last year with Pickett still at the helm. I just think the sky's the limit. I mean, Pickett, especially with Matt Canada's offense, a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of screens, a lot of check down stuff. If Canada keeps going to that option, you're going to have Najee getting a lot of receptions a game, and he's going to be getting a lot of yards and a lot of rushes, a lot of carries too. So Najee, there's no real downside unless Canada finally changes his ways and opens up the playbook like he did at the end of last season. But I just think that Canada's going to be Canada. A lot of checkdowns, a lot of conservative play calling, which really benefits the running back in that offense. At number 1, you all know who it is, San Francisco 49ers, Christian McCaffrey. I don't like saying it because he's a 49er, but at the same time, McCaffrey, last year he played quarterback, he ran the ball, he received the ball, he did it all. And if you have him coming back again, I really think that McCaffrey is going to be one of the top rushers in the league. Not necessarily the top. I think there's going to be better options for that. But he is going to be so versatile in that Kyle Shanahan offense. And Shanahan loves using his backs all over the place. Do I think he's going to be the best in the league? Not as much, but if I'm looking to draft a good, consistent runner, he's one of my first off the board. If I'm trying to be the best and go flashy, I'm not sure if I'm going to him. But for me, whenever I play fantasy, I try to go with a conservative, high-end pick, and that is Christian McCaffrey in his entirety. Well, that's about going to do it for me today. If you guys did like, don't forget to smash like and subscribe. It does help me out a whole lot. It lets me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy and you guys want to see. Also, let me know in the comments who I may have forgot, who I may have missed in this list, and let me know who you're drafting in your fantasy leagues, as I want to hear what you guys have to say. And also, if you haven't already, there should be a video popping up over here. It's one that YouTube thinks you should go ahead and watch. So why not go ahead and check it out? And I guess I will see you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.